Alright guys, so we're back at camp, and let me zoom in here. I'll show you. What do you see down there? You see horses. And there was a lady down there feeding the horses. Okay, and the problem is people have fed these horses. They're not afraid of humans like they used to. These are wild horses. And as a consequence, they come into camp, and they decided that there was food inside my tent. I am extremely upset. They have chewed through the fly. I don't know if the poles are broken. You can see these are hoof prints. They have torn all the fabric. I have no place to sleep tonight. I'll have to sleep inside my car because my tent has been destroyed. I'm pissed, really. And this is what happens. You know, wild horses shouldn't be fed. They should stay out of the campsites. So bears end up in the campsites, and what's going to happen is these horses are going to be taken out. They're going to be relocated because they're going to become a nuisance animal because they destroyed my tent. And we're going to have 50 people camping here tonight and tomorrow, and we can't leave tents out. What are these? I mean, somebody's going to have to stay back at our campsite and make sure the horses don't destroy everybody else's tent. Earlier today, they were trying to chew up into the boxes that we were setting out. They've become nuisance animals because they've been fed, and that's the problem. So when it comes to wildlife, don't feed wildlife because they destroy my tent. So I'm going to take this apart and we'll see if it's just damage to the fly. We'll see if the poles are trashed, and then I got to adjust my car because I'm sleeping in the car. Okay, so we take a look at what's left of my tent. You can see that they broke the main rod right here. They bent that. It snapped off, and it's torn right through the mesh. The inner is damaged, so the tent is ruined. I doubt it would be anything that MSR could repair. The bonus, hopefully, is that nothing on the interior was damaged. So my quilt in that bag. Looks like my inflatable still has air. That's a bonus. Both are high ticket items. Not that the tent isn't a high ticket item, but you know, try to find the light here. I'm pretty ticked off. You know, I mean, obviously, I've lost my sleeping for tonight. I have a 4-day backpacking trip on the 11 point next week, starting on Thursday. I now have no shelter. So I gotta determine, I'm assuming I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy another tent. And unfortunately, it's a $400 mistake. So don't make the mistake that I did and trust that horses will leave your tent alone, because they won't down here. So what started off as a super awesome weekend has kind of turned craptastic. So I'm going to need to figure out what to do about this. Perhaps I could salvage it, use it like a net tent with a tarp or something. The floor still looks good. I don't know. I'm really ticked off. And you can see, if you look, like this is, some lady was feeding it when we came in. And I mean, these horses, they won't move. That lady's trying to drive away, and the horses won't move. They've become acclimated to humans. This is the problem. They've become a nuisance animal. So here we are. The horses are still around. So what are you gonna do? Well, let's go fishing. We're gonna try to fish in the river. I will say that I suck at fishing. I'm not very good at it. I don't know what I'm doing. But it gives us something to do other than dwell on the fact that a horse ate my tent. Seriously. How do you even explain that? I filled out an incident report with NPS. I don't know if they're going to try to do any sort of claim or anything against insurance, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I guess I need to buy a new tent. I will probably get the same tent, as I did kind of like that tent. But let's throw a line out there and see if there's any fish. Alright, so I'm just using this little power bait thingy. Just a little minnow. Did I mention I'm not very good at fishing? I'm watching a lot of Alone, and mainly for entertainment purposes, but it's kind of good to see skills that you may have a bad time with. And fishing and food procurement seems to be a big one that they struggle with, obviously. And I suck at fishing. So we're going to try our luck. Now, according to the national park guy, there is trout in the river. There's also smallmouth bass and googly eye. I have no idea what googly eye is, or googly eye. I was hoping to catch one, just because I have no idea what it looks like. And there's also suckerfish, although I think you need a specific kind of bait set for that. So I'm just kind of casting with this power bait, and we'll see what we get. The river is kind of shallow, so I don't really know. You may have better luck with a boat. I think that's the general case for most fishing. You watch Alone, and they do better luck when the water is deeper. I can do, fish, a hook and a worm kind of thing from the shore without too much issues, but you're also getting smaller fish, not as large. So tips and tricks would be appreciated, because I suck at fishing. So the horses are back up there causing problems. They were trying to eat the bags off of the hard hats. We had to put them in the trailer. They've definitely become a nuisance animal. So anyway, what we're doing for dinner, lots of wine. That's the key right there. But then we're going to do sausage. And I decided at the last minute to add in some ramen. So I'm going to let the ramen cold soak, and then I'll drain it off and stick it in, and we'll do ramen and sausage, which sounds absolutely crazy, and lots of wine. The car is all set up, and we'll be sleeping in the back of the car. So happy, fun time. Well, we got back from the trail, and it's raining pretty good right now. So everybody's kind of chilling out. It was a good trail build. We got quite a bit done. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the rain. And yeah, so it was a good day. The weather was pretty decent. It wasn't too hot, a little humid, but hopefully this rain will take care of some of the bugs and wash the stink off of all the people here, because I need to take a shower. The showers are up that direction if you're in the group campsite. There's no hot here at the group campsite. There's only cold. But that's okay, because, it's clean, right? And that's all right. I am, getting water in my car. But this is where I slept last night, so I've organized it a bit better. It's a bit messy, but the inflatable pad just kind of goes across here and sits up on top of there. I have to scoot my passenger seat forward all the way, and I can sleep in here. So it does happen. It's not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but I got to figure out my tent scenario. But I managed to get my cooler and everything in the car, so, But I'm going to take a shower, and then we're going to have burgers and brats from Jeff the Chef, which would be awesome. And they're going to have some musicians to play some music. And that's about it. We're just going to hang out. We're going to drink. I got this Boda box that I need to drink up and drown my sorrows because I don't have a tent. All these people have tents. Look, there's tents. They have a tent. They have tents over there. I have no tent. I have a car. And so I'm sad. So I will drink. Well, the rain is kind of coming and going. That shower was super cold. Probably about as cold as getting in the river over there, which I think some folks did. It's about 3 o'clock though, so we still have quite a bit of time to kill between now and the raffle time. Now this is what it looks like with the inflatable. That is a 72 inch, or 70, oh man, I don't remember if it's 72 or 75. Anyway, that's the large X-Therm, so it does fit in there. It's a bit cozy. Gotta watch you don't catch it in the tailgate and all that, but So pretty much I just sit in there, scramble out the door and pee when I need to, but it can be done if you set your mind to it and strategically move junk around. But we have the big box of wine that we're going to have in the Pathfinder cup there, which is a bit more high class than the Burger King cup and a straw that I had on Friday. So, but we're just going to go hang out. Maybe we'll toss the fishing pole in the river a little bit and see what's going on. All right, guys, so the raffle is over. We had a grand old time. The rain stopped. The bonfire is going, and it's going to be a beautiful night. There's no real clouds in the sky, and I suspect that we may see some stars, although with that full moon, it's probably going to be pretty bright. So I won one thing in the raffle. I got me a one of the OT 150 mile mountain bike t-shirts. We had this a couple weeks last week, and it did really good. So that was pretty cool. Nice Wiccan thing. And I got me one of our wonderful bandanas. They used to give us green ones that would bleed like crazy, and now they gave us white ones, and they actually printed it backwards. That's pretty hilarious. And they spelled association wrong. So I don't think we paid for these, but we have 1,500 of them, and that's crazy. So there you go. Time to fill the wine and get busy.
When she said that she not be gone long. Well, so much of her honey choking me out. Them coughing up killer bees. But if you're half a soul, feels like it's stung and died. Well, darling, I'm talking to you, and it's because you lied.
Well, guys, taking a look at an overcast sky here on Sunday over the current. There's lots of activity in the river. You can see fish and stuff, small ones. Nothing that I was going to catch, that's for sure. But it's flowing. We had that rain, so it's a little cloudy actually. But this water is beautiful. It's clear and it's cold. Definitely a lot of fun. We built a quarter mile of trail, and we had a grand time with the band last night, which was the Flood Brothers. It was the first time we've had an electric band that I know of, and it was pretty good. Lots of fun. Very low key mega. Being so far south, there's not really a whole lot of folks. So we're doing one October 28th, 2017. So you guys should sign up and come down for that one. If you sign up, you can put in the comment section, put me on Spiffyguy's team, and I will probably be a crew leader again, and you can be on my team and I can tell you what to do and how to build trail, and we'll have lots of fun. So come on down, because this place is beautiful. Even if you're not coming down for a mega, just come down and visit here, because it's fantastic. It looks great, and the leaves are starting to change, you know, so I think next week is going to be prime, which I'm excited. I'm supposed to have a hiking trip next week, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we're going to have lots of adventures. So until the next time, I want to remind you that life is an adventure, so go out and have one, and just get out and enjoy the weather, because it's beautiful. Thanks for watching. I certainly appreciate it.